steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, oh, I might have it go. Oh, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear what I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above, and if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, oh, I might have it go. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, oh, I might have it go. We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
Hey guys, it's Shoshie from Shoshie's Magnificent Minis, and I have my lovely husband Mike.
Hi everybody, how's it going?
Proto Maker, he's trying to say hi.
We got the microphone here, like the camera's over there.
Yeah, we need a mic cam for the mic, don't we? A mic cam. A sassy mic cam. I want to say hi to Dingo1359 who's in our chat, and You Will Never Know, and Catnip Lick. That's a tongue twister. And Stephen Hugh, good morning. Yay, I'm so glad you guys are here. Say hello. Yep. Oh, let's say hey, Mike. Dingo says hi.
Hey, Dingo.
So, I have a watcher here. This is from Kingdom Death, and this is from our game. If you caught us last Wednesday, I've been painting a lot of Kingdom Death. We're just trying to get our game done. I finally started up a campaign with my friends, Shelby and Kyle, and then Mike plays also. And we played our first prelude game with the lion, and it was a blast. We actually lived, all of us. Shelby's character JJ ended up getting a punctured lung. Collapsed lung. So, so she's -1 speed for now on. Other than that, we were pretty unscathed, so I'm pretty happy. So we just need to do some more lion farming, and we've got a gorm now that we get to play, because you guys have seen me paint the gorm. Yes, look at all the light sources. There are lanterns. We're gonna do lots of OSL, and you can see, in order to kind of begin that, what I did was I put my airbrush. Like, let me see if I can. Let's say this is my airbrush, and I go, and I just aimed it right at the lights in sort of a circular pattern. If it was like a free lantern, so you get that kind of glow effect. Good morning, Jan. Genuine Vision. Genuine Vision is having this Shocktober extravaganza birthday month. So happy birthday in advance, Genuine Vision. Everybody tell him happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Let's give Jan some hype. Let's give him some cat hair. Lots of cat hair. There we go. Right there. No, we don't need to hork. We're just Yay, yes.
You gotta be specific about what kind of cat hair you want.
Well, on this show, it's our cat hair emote.
Oh.
Alright. Yay. So, I want to show you guys some of the other stuff I've been working on, because last time, on Monday, we started painting some of the leather survivors, and you guys may have seen the video, where, like, I was struggling. Because I just really wasn't sure. I was kind of going with this purple and this like orangey leather. We ended up with something real nice. And I'll show you. I got one more girl. These two ended up being the most finished. And we did a little lantern OSL on the base on him because he's got a lantern. This one's not finished. This one is pretty much finished. I think I need to do some, basically the theme that is for these streams for the Kingdom Death is finished, not perfect, because I'm just trying to get them done. So the fact that I have 2 done, I need to get 2 more done. These are the other 2. Look at, they're just barely finished. And I just was getting bored with doing survivors, so that's why we're doing a Watcher tonight. We're doing a monster, and I'm excited. Shoshie is like Oprah with cat hair. Everybody gets cat hair. That is absolutely right. Yay! And Annalise has cat hair. Yay! That's awesome. Hey, Pixel Cruncher. She's here. That's awesome. Alright, so let's look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lanterns in the back. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, wait. I counted that twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lanterns in, technically 7 in the front. 8. Oh, there's 8. That's a lot. So what I'm going to show you, so I've got my black, and then I kind of did up to gray, and then I did the white last, which was on all of the light sources. Oh no! Had my snooze alarm on so I could...
Please silence your phone.
Yeah. Let me make sure my... Okay, good. Alright, so in order to get this, I want to make sure I'm painting from light to dark. It's very watercolor style. So that way I'm not having to do as much. It's not as, it'll be faster. So that's why we did the pre-shading. So I'm going to start with, I have some Cygnus yellow, and I'm going to put this on my palette. Yeah, when is your actual birthday, Jan? And how young are you willing to say that you are? I would like to know. Alright, so hey, Pirate Monkey Painting, how's it going? Okay, so I'm trying to decide right off the bat, where is the hottest spot on the lantern going to be? I'm deciding that wherever the lantern is tipped, that's where like whatever the flame or whatever fell. So then the hottest point is going to be in the lowest corner. That means I'm going to leave that as white as much as I can. Leave a little bit. And all I'm doing right now is I'm just a thinned out yellow. See how I got this thinned out? There's even a nice cat hair in there. Can you see that? Gross. Everybody gets cat hair. All right. Good. Just, oh, okay. Nice. And make sure to get all around and keep it on the same direction. You can see I have to paint it kind of from the back on this side, which is interesting. And for now, I'm going to do very thin. This is where the glow is going to be hitting. Now, light glow, it doesn't really fall. It's not going to be like super far. So I'm making sure that the brightest part is where the closest bit of the lantern is. 28th is your long birthday day. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna mark that on my calendar. Nice. See how I do that behind there? Now there would be normally a super dark shadow behind there. We'll get that later. What's nice about painting light to dark is that you can always go over the light much easier than you can do dark under light. Once you paint something dark, it's gonna take you forever to get it bright again.
Move it right a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Look at this. Now we have schmutz. We have the schmutz. Hold on, let me write that down. Where's my paint? Ah.
Ghosted Wolf is hosting with one watcher.
Ah, thank you so much, Ghosted Wolf. There we go. This is our schmutz. This is whenever I get something on my wonderful gray paper, and now sometimes I'll write your name down in the schmutz.
You've been bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Getting coal for Christmas.
No, it's actually cool. No problem. Okay, so all over here, get all this. We want to get the base, because that is where the light is going to be. That's going to give us our realism. And I'm even going to go ahead and do the side of the base, because this is sort of like breaking the fourth wall. It'll be interesting. I haven't done that before. And I can go over it if I don't like it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what has everybody been doing this week? We've been having... Okay, so I want to show you something real quick. I'm going to paint this again with the... From the lantern. It's not going to be quite as vivid. But when we do the shadow, there's going to be like a black circle right here. Because that's going to be the cast shadow. Painting your death guard for a tournament in November. Oh yeah, I think you've said something about that before. That's awesome. Death guard are really fun. I did a what's his name? Mortarion Primarch. So this is all gonna be here. Mortarion is fun. That new Mortarion, Electric Eve is painting. I don't know if she's still working on him on stream or not, but she was. He was badass. Okay, so we're getting all our yellows blocked in. Want to make sure. Now, this down here, I'm going to make it a little bit more vivid because it is going to be actually more shadowed. So it's going to appear brighter than some of the others. So we want to extend that a little bit into the white area. Lots of yellow. Rewiring your third printer after the wiring caught fire. Whoa. What happened? Why did the wiring catch fire? What's going on? Let's see. What have we been doing, Mike? We
Played Kingdom Death.
We played Kingdom Death. Had a ball. Gonna play again hopefully Sunday. Mike's got a really busy week, so he may not join us, but I hope that he will be able to. Right. We're getting all that. Also, there's some more back here. See that? Plus there's a lantern back here as well, so that's gonna make more light. Just working on Poxwalkers now, and yeah, your buddy is doing it up for you to give you a hand. And in return, you're picking up his Primarch for the eventual doubles tournament. Ooh. Magnus, awesome. That sounds pretty cool. Are most everybody in the chat right now, are most of you guys Warhammer type players? There's some more on here. We've got a little bit of glow on the rope and on the, I don't know what this is. It's like a little sash. A little bit. A little bit. So this guy's called the Watcher Ghosted Wolf, and he is kind of like the final boss, sort of Kingdom Death. I mean, he's like, I guess now that they have the new 1.5 rules coming out, he'll kind of be like he'll probably be like the boss before the final boss. But yeah, I think, look at that. That looks really nice against that white. Right. Covering it. So yeah. Okay, nice. Yeah, some people just want to paint, want to learn painting. So you're going to learn a little bit about OSL tonight. This is what we call off-source lighting. And a lot of people make it out like it's a lot harder than it is. And I think if you learn some tricks, you'll find out it could be easier than... And it can give you really nice effects, and then you get the wow factor from people. Alright, I'm starting to run out of paint, so I'm going to quickly... Yep, I'm going to put more paint on my palette. Never heard of it? Yeah. Off-source lighting. Oh, Kingdom Death? You never heard of? Kingdom Death is a boutique game. I would call it the Miniature Painters... There's a nice cat here, right there. The Miniature Painters mini game. And it is, like I said, it's boutique, so it was originally started out as a Kickstarter. There are 2 lanterns back here, so this is going to be a lot more intense, the lantern light back here. And I'm just kind of making sure to get the yellow in there. So it is a, what is it? It's a horror genre, kind of anime themed. I wouldn't even call it anime, I guess, but the Adam Poots, he was the founder of the game, and he was very much inspired by anime and manga that he read. And so there's like all kinds of, it's like a horror, but also if you've ever played the game, there's a nice cat right here. Let me get it out. Ah, no, I just cut it with these tweezers. There we go. If you've ever played Dark Souls, it's very similar in that you die a lot. You die a lot. It's and for whatever reason, it's actually fun because you die a lot. Hey, Welsh Avenger, how's it going? Painting
How's the Welsh Avenging business?
Yeah. Painting is tough for you, and you already tried object source lighting, and you realize you're not ready for that level. Well, you know, just watch. Just watch an osmosis. Maybe you'll absorb. The main thing with this is that I'm doing a lot of pre-painting. I'm pre-painting. So I'm painting the lanterns, and I painted like white first to get my glows. This is a little bit more yellow than I think I want it, so I may need to go in here and lighten this up, which I can do because it's still a little bit wet. P3s take a little bit longer to dry, and that's what I'm using. I'm pulling up some of this and fading it out a little bit, which is nice. Okay. I want to show you guys that warm light will affect clothing differently. So like for instance, I don't have a color on this yet, but when I pick my color, I need to think about what is the warm color going to change it to. And I think I am going to make a mix of kind of like a brown grayish color for the cloak. So I have this rainy gray, and the reason why I picked the scale color is I would like this cloak to be very dry and very dusty looking. I want it to look like this, basically this big possessed burlap cloak kind of thing. So I have this, and I also have, wait, I don't want to use that. I want to use Arabic Shadow, and I may add a little bit of, you know what? Wait, is that Arabic Shadow too? No, that's a Rocco. Why? Those are very similar. I think I'll just use the Rocco because it's a little bit, see, there's a little bit less color. It's a little bit more yellow and a little less brown. So those are going to be my starting colors for my for my shades, or for my cloak. And I'm shaking it because all of the medium will gather up in the tip, and then I'm stuck with like a big blob of medium. Okay, that came out perfect. I'm gonna get more because I'm gonna have to do a lot. And this is my rainy gray. Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
And you can actually see some of the medium is, okay, that one came out as well. That's awesome. There's a little bit of medium in that one, but more gray. And then what other color do I want? I want one more color, and I think I'm going to go with this African Shadow because it's a desaturated purple, and purple and yellow look really nice together on the color wheel. I want one other color. Haven't found it yet. Give me a second. Might use this Lindiness Gray. It's also a purple, but it's more of a pastel, like lilac. And then there's another. This is Eclipse Gray. I might use this gray as well. I want a gray that has a little bit more blue in it, like this. But, and I might actually use this. This is Gray Coat Gray. So I'll set that aside too. I'm just loading up the palette. I'll show you guys what it's starting to look like here. I don't know if you need to adjust the lighting on that so it's not so... There we go. That's the Eclipse Gray. And this is the African Shadow. It's the desaturated purple. There we go. Ooh. This is very thick. Okay, that's nice. You see how this looks with the purple? And I want to show you. So then one other, oh yeah, we've got the Gray Coat Gray. Pull that off. That one right there. It's really close to the Lindiness Gray, but it's more blue. And I think I still need a blue of some kind. I want like a dusty blue. I may have to mix it if I don't find it or drop it. Let's see. There we go. Anthracite Gray. That's my blue right there. The wet palette is from the Kickstarter, Nanalise, and I'm very happy with it. I mean, obviously I've been using it ever since I got it. I am running out of these sheets. So they gave me a packet of sheets, and I think I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I've got like 10 sheets, including the one that's on my palette. So I will be probably trying to get as much use out of these as possible. And so hopefully that will be a lot. I mean, if I have not been covering my palette, like, which is what I should be doing to keep, because it is like the quote-unquote everlasting palette. If I actually covered my palette, oh look, more schmutz, it would actually last a lot longer. Oh, here's this dusty blue that I want to show you. See how much more blue? That's even more blue than the gray coat gray. It's exactly what I wanted. All right, we are set with our palette. It's beautiful. And I need a good brush for base coating. This is my Winsor Newton number 2. And as soon as I get that wet and point it, it goes straight to a point. Lovely. And let's see. So to begin with, I'm deciding on where I'm wanting my darkest colors. My darkest color is this really dark gray, and you can see that it just covers nice. And then I'm gonna blend out into that purple and a little bit of this. Ooh, I like that. That's that. So I'm like mixing right onto the model. This is a little bit of that yellow, that tan color mixed with the purple, and it makes kind of like a, I don't know, a brown.
You answer how you can tell if a gray has blue in it.
How can I tell if a gray has blue in it? Okay, watch this. You can, okay, so grays come in all different colors, and I'm gonna show you a trick. Let me get a piece of paper. So I learned this from Alfonso Hiraldes. I want to make sure to credit him. And one of the things he showed me was to desaturate out a color with white to find out what its true color is, right? So I take a little bit of white. We got schmutz on this paper, but oh well. And we're going to take this blue, or this gray, right? And we're going to desaturate it with white. Here's our white right there. And we're going to basically bring these colors together. And add more white as I go. And you can see when it fades out, that's blue. That's not yellow, that's not red. It's gonna fade out into, you know, it's not green or, you know, anything like that. See how that fades into a really light blue? Now, same thing with this one. This one, it might be a little bit more red. We'll see what happens. This one is that anthracite. Anthracite? What did I say that was? Anthracite gray. It's the darkest gray that I have. And when we fade that one out, ooh, it fades out. Okay, so that one is more of a pure gray, which means if it's just black and white, it's not gonna have a color, and that's what that one. So, but see, this one is definitely blue, and this one is definitely gray. So when we fade that one out with more white, see what happens. It goes grayscale on you. That one is just black and white, is what that one is. That one is more of a pure neutral, whereas this one is more of a blue. But it's still a gray, right? I want to do one more just to show you guys. This one looks like it might have a little bit of red in it. I take a little bit of white, we desaturate it out, and I'm not sure. I think it reads, what do you guys think? It's a brown. I would say it's a warm. So it's a warm. This is cool and this is warm. I guess, I think hope is what it saturates to. But it would definitely be a warm gray as opposed to a cool gray, whereas these are both cold. This is definitely warm. And same thing, like, yeah, that's a neutral. Cool. Warm. Okay, so I've got 3 warm colors, a neutral, and 2 blues. So that's going to be interesting. We need to... So this brown right here, it's not what I wanted. I gotta mix it. I want more of like a khaki. So I think I'm gonna try, let's try mixing a little basic flesh with it and see if I can get, maybe I need white. A little white with the basic flesh might work. Yeah, did you guys, I mean, that, you know, so what I taught you was just a smidgen of Alfonso Giraldez's class, and he is a master painter. I am not a master painter. So you need to take his class if you really want the full experience. And learning about color theory, he is the man to learn it from. I just want to say that. He's, ooh, look at that. That's a pretty color. Look at that. I'm just playing, mixing. Now that it's not brown enough for me, maybe a little bit of this. Okay, so now that's too much red. We're just gonna keep playing until we get that color that I want. Ooh, there's a taupe color. I kind of like that. Let's do a little tiny bit more blue in there. We can gray it out a little bit. Yes. That's pretty. I like that. Now we just have to hope that we have enough of that mixed. Thankfully it's a wet palette, so hopefully that will be enough. Let's see how this looks on this. Oh yeah, that's it. That looks like kind of sackcloth is what I was going for. And I'm going to just go a little bit more blue in the shadows. Have it be that lighter. The closer I get to the light, the more light I want it.
Hello.
I did not, well, I mean, technically it's an old brush. It's a Citadel layer brush, so I don't care about it. It's not like one of my, it's not one, it's like it's a synthetic, so it's not super old. Yeah, I always use a brush to mix, but I don't use my Winsor Newtons. That's, this is just my base coating brush, so I don't care about it too much. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit more of that taupey brown, yellowy. There, I want that to be a little bit more. Let's see, let's put that up here. Yeah, we have the cool color underneath this, and that actually serves to pop out those, ooh, I really like that. Let's do the base coat with that cool. Make that a little bit more gray underneath, and then we'll highlight with the more warm. As you know, that warm colors come forward, and then cool colors often recede. So I think that will look very nice together. Make it a little bit more cool down here. Yes, that is, see how that, I just love it. And it's blending nice too. It's being very nice and blending on me. Now, I want to point out this yellow is not looking good to me. And part of that's because it's a very cold yellow. I mean, yeah, it's not very warm. We're going to warm it up though later on. And I'm just getting the folds. We don't want to put too much because we don't want to cover up all our beautiful OSL. And then again, more cold down here. And again, this needs to be dark because of that OSL that's going to be there. We want the dark to contrast. So some of this is going to be super dark. Anywhere there's any kind of crease, it's going to have it's going to be the darkest. So let's see. Okay, I got your Whisper Silver Nail, and that is a very good start. Is it? You said that's a work in progress, right? Silver Nail is working on a watcher as well, and I'm gonna go ahead and uh-oh, did I just break off a piece? I think I did. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, we'll hold on to that. I don't want to break it off twice while it's on the stream, so I'm gonna set it. And I'll put it over here. So yeah, he's a little fragile. Okay, I'm gonna show everybody this Silver Nails watcher. So tell us, Silver Nail, while you were painting this, tell us about what made you decide on blue light with the red, and do you want any criticism or what do you call it? Feedback, constructive feedback on what, or do you just want to just show? Because I'm totally okay with that too. So this is a little bit, see how we're fading up into the brown? So because the warm light changes it and makes it more light. Feedback is good. Okay. So let's see. Let me look here. I'm just gonna take a guess. Tell me if I'm wrong. That you're kind of going for like a midnight cloak and blue light, obviously. And your idea was a light inside, but the outside was so dark it absorbed light. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I totally like that. Let's see. If I were to give you some feedback, I think that one of the things that I think you could do is decide, I guess, where your focus is, because right now the focus is definitely underneath the cloak, and maybe that's something I need to look at for myself too. Like, where's my focus going to be? Is it going to be up here? If that's the case, then that means I need to shift all of this down here to be a little bit less, like this is going to be my lightest point, right? We've got light, we've got light, we've got light, we've got light. The eye is not focusing on any one spot. I want my spot to be right here. And so that means I need to take the value of this part down, and actually that is what I'm going to do right now. So I think I want that to be a little bit warmer. I like that, how that cloak turns peachy up here. I really like that. Pretty happy. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. Peach on gray is such, for me, a pleasing combination. Feels like, and it doesn't feel like peach. It feels like kind of like a warm brown. Pretty happy. Okay, so you like that? Yeah, I think does definitely give the idea of arcane energy. I think the blue is really good. There's one thing about the lanterns that's bugging me, and it's on the top of them. And I will show you, maybe because the light from both the top and the bottom is the same. And I'm going to show you some tricks on like how to adjust that so that we're getting like a glow in one corner. And I think maybe a little ink would help you, like a little wash to kind of accentuate. You did a good job of making all of the lantern pieces, all of the little extra pieces dark, and they should be, because when you're painting something backlit, it's going to be more almost black. So I think that was a good choice. I can't tell, but it looks like you might have done a metallic, which metallic is going to reflect a lot more. So it's going to have a different effect than if you just did a black, flat black. You look at this. I'm using the side of my brush to catch these little raised edges. Vallejo Air Metal Black Steel. Okay. So when metal is being lit, it takes some of that reflection. And I'm not sure how you're going to get the blue light on them. I guess you could get a metallic blue and shine it. You could also use a silver and use a little bit of ink in that silver to get an extra like glow of shine on the metal. So we'll see. Let's see what happens when I work on my guy down here. See this, I love the beach. I'm just loving it. I'm blending this into the yellow. I want it to feel dusty and like very dry. It's hard to see on most, but you only did the outermost parts of the metal and left the blue up the sides. Okay. Yeah, I can't. And the other thing I had a question on was the red ribbons. Each one of those is exactly the same color, but I don't know if they would be if you've got stuff coming forward and stuff going back. I would even go as far as making some of these back ribbons almost like a darker purple. Have them lit up by the blue a little bit. Blue and red make a purple, so it might be there's a little purple light back there. Right, so blending is kind of rough over here. I'm going to get my ochre, try to pull this down. There we go. Better. I want it to be a soft transition, very soft. Yeah, I like that. And then, if you can see, there is some light coming off of this lantern onto this part. So I will paint a little bit of yellow back here, just a little bit. Catching it. I'm gonna make this part that brown, ochre-y, kind of peachy color right there. The ribbons are only base coat. Okay, yeah. So that is good. Yeah, I forget that that's a work in progress. It looks really good. It looks like it's almost finished. I like that. The dirt base that you've started. I want to know where are you going to have the lighting affect that base. See how I've already got my lighting effects on my base as well, even though I don't have any cool dirt like you do. I would still go ahead in and think about where that light's gonna hit and change that dirt color. That's something else you could do. Okay, so we're getting our lighting in. Looks starting to look good here. Pull this down. This is that peachy color again. Peachy. It's a little bit dirty. Yellow and purple make a muddy, dirty color right away. So I have to be careful in how I'm blending stuff, not to dirty things up. I don't want to make a poop color. Poop. Okay. There is some shadowing, and it is tricky right here. I'm trying to, ooh, no. Too much. That's why we're doing light to dark. So much easier. You were gonna OSL like from the center of the base to back where he's mounted to it. Awesome, yeah. And are you gonna, yeah, with the blue, so the blue on top of the brown is gonna be interesting because it's gonna, because blue and brown are almost like, brown is a shade of orange. And so it's gonna be a really strong contrast. I think it'll look really nice. You want it to look surreal and natural. I think you're on the way. Definitely. It does look, I think that let me look one more time. So when you go to do these straps right here, highlighting those up, I think I would go with maybe that same color that you've got on the ends of your little lightning bolts, possibly, to tie it all together. I don't know, that's up to you. I think that would look okay though, if you did that. I have a whisper from Jabberwock. Oh, he's happy I'm back in Kingdom Death. Yay! Yes, I'm very happy to be back in Kingdom Death. We're trying to get our home game all done because it is getting closer and closer to the 1.5 coming out, and I wanna make sure that I'm ready. And plus, we have all these expansions we want to play, and if I don't get them painted, I feel like I won't ever get them painted because I know that things are gonna get busy. So I just got a big Kingdom Death commission. And in fact, I am now booked up until January. So I am not taking commissions for the rest of the year. We're basically into next year for my commission schedule. Ooh, that looks nice. I like that. I'm gonna see how that lightened that up a little bit. I'm way too high. See, you go away and I lose my place. Wah wah. Go a little bit more peachy with that. I want that to be more.
So is the Watcher's supposed to be like the final fight?
Yeah, but it's gonna change in the new expansion, and he's gonna be like the pre-boss final fight. He'll be like the fight before the fight, because it'll like continue another few Lantern years, basically.
I still don't know when we'll get to fight him because it's like it's really hard to get to that point.
You have to be able to basically survive all the way to the end. So we haven't done that yet, and it's not easy. Okay, here's all the blues. I want to go more blue, and I actually need actual blue. Where is it? You know, I really love Hulda blue. Where is it? This is it. Hulda blue is a fantasy games color. It's more shiny, but it is almost ink-like. Let me show it to you on the palette. Look at this. It's a beautiful, beautiful turquoise dark blue. Look at how that thins out into this lovely, lovely, almost ink-like color. And I think if I use it to mix with my gray, it'll still be flat, but it won't be it'll be a little bit more blue. A little bit more blue. Okay, yeah. I just want a little bit of color in my shadows right here and back here. I have not yet decided what color my little lightning bolts are going to be. Not sure yet. I just want a nice dark colored shadow. See what happens when I mix blue with my... Ooh, I really like that. That is the Hulda blue mixed with a little bit of that anthracite gray. My little shadowy lovelies here. And then lighter gray mix, blend, blend, blend. This is just wet on wet. Happy. Ooh, Silvernail says ribbons. Let's see. You can't afford... What? I can't afford it? You still have the open the PM for shipping? Yeah. So now down here, we're getting lighter again. We want to go back into that warm again. A little bit more peachy. Oof. That's pretty. I really like that. And I'm going to get more on the ends of this as well because we're getting closer to the warm light. Very, very nice. There we go.
Has anyone tried to make a rain effect on a mini? Deborah says they're trying to figure out a way to...
A rain effect?
Yep.
Yes. Oh, yes. I have seen it, but it looks really hard. I can't remember. It was like Almighty diorama or somebody. One of those like historical type of diorama people tried to do it. And it looks amazing. Oh no! What happened? He dropped an Arduino. What's an Arduino? I know what an Arduino is. People don't know what an Arduino is. Or they might not know.
Very, very basic programmable computer.
Okay, so I was like fussing around right here with the blend. I wasn't happy with it. There we go. And I'm transitioning with a little bit of white when I want to blend it. White is a nice, it desaturates it. Whenever you want to transition, sometimes a little bit of white is a nice way to do it. That gray and that yellow do not want to be, they do not want to mix. See right here, it just looks like very patchy. So what I may do is take my white right here, right? Because we already had a light color there, it's so much easier to cover. And I'll let that dry a little bit, and then we can go over that with a little bit of yellow to blend it out a little bit. A little bit of gray too. Doesn't look quite as patchy now. Hey Sabat TC, how's it going? Painting the Watcher. I think I'm gonna make these ropes a very kind of purple color, and then I'm gonna highlight them later with my ochre color. That just makes them stand out a little bit. Hey, that looks better in camera than it does in person. So funny. Here's another rope. Mike.
What?
If you're tapping.
Yeah, I'm tapping. I'm testing a button on the Arduino.
Oh. Okay. There we go. Get some nice purplies. It's funny, you're not gonna see half of the ropes up here, but I feel like I have to paint them all just in case somebody like looks at them. We're upskirting the Watcher right now. All right, that's like a little lightning bolt thing. We won't mess with that. Turn this up. Seems like some of the things on this Watcher would be better painted. Sub-assembly, maybe. Ender Scientist, hello.
Hello, Ender Scientist.
Welcome, and thanks for the follow. I'm going to write your name down because we have, this is our little teacher's chalkboard. Where'd my pen go? Doesn't help when I lose my pen. There it is. So, let's see, where's my pen? Wait, can I see? Or... Here. New followers. Ender Scientist. Is that like Ender's Game? That would be cool. SCIE. There we go. Welcome. Alrighty. All this back here, I forgot to paint. Get that. And we need that blue in the crease. I feel like I want my... So for me, as a watercolorist, I want the crevices in all my folds to be like nice and dark. And I just take my brush here and I'm going to blend it out a bit before it dries and makes this tea stain. See how nice and watercolory that is? It still might tea stain on me, but at least it'll be a little bit more blendy. Yeah, I'm actually happy with that. Not too bad you're doing your hangout tonight with Cosmo Cubicle. Tell him I said hello. Cosmo. I always call him Cosmo. He's Cosmic Cubicle. Tell him to join us. A little sip of my Pepsi. Gonna keep me up tonight, but that's okay.
What?
I know. Diet Pepsi. All right. Send a link. Send a link. Oh, sent a link. Ah, yes. I will look. Okay. You should post that in the chat room of, or rather the work in progress link, Silver Nail, on the server. So that everybody there can see it. We have a server which you can join, and you know, we can chat, you can get hobby tips from people, and get criticism and comments from people, including myself. I will post that link in just a second. What is it exactly? Because it doesn't look like Kingdom Death. It looks like an anime figure. Zoomy doll. Let's see. Tell us what this is. I like the skirt. You did a good job on making that very leather looking. About says, had about 48 hours of green stuff to fix the Awakened Realms funeral witch. Yeah, right? I know. It's including the heating, the resin to bend it, but time to finally start putting paint on the mini. Awesome. It's a Tifa Lockhart model. I don't know who that is. And Jabber was asking about wet effects. Let me go back and see. Sorry, guys. I missed it. Jabberwock says, anyone tried to get a rain? Yeah,
I said that one.
Yeah, he said it. So, oh, that's why she okay, so that's why she posted the wet t-shirt effect. So, yeah, the transparent. So, did I do any transparent? I don't know if I have. I should do a, I think I have yet. Oh, well, I did. You know what? I do have one. Hold on, let me find it. It's on my Instagram. I don't usually post this because it's a little bit, it's not exactly not safe for work, but it's a little bit. I will find it. Mike entertain you guys while I search for this. Right, Mike?
Sure, I'll dance.
Funny. Where is she? I have so much. old models here. Hold on. There she is. Okay, so this is my Kingdom Death Pinup Architect. And I did a transparent effect. I don't know if this is what you were talking about, Jabber. But check this out. This is... I don't know if this is wet enough either. It's not supposed to look like it's wet. It's supposed to look like it's stretched material, kind of transparent. And all you do is glazes. It's just lots of glazes of the flesh tone and then whatever the color of your material is, back and forth until you get sort of a transparent effect. What are you doing? Okay, okay, I want to show you guys my palette here. I've sort of got a mishmash of my different grays, and we've got some different, see how this is mixing here into our lovely Watcher. Put on that. That's one nice thing about the Scale 75 is it really does layer and blend very, very, very nice. Okay. I'm kind of trying to do like kind of a quick brush with my brush over the tops of the folds. Yeah. All right, let's go to beautiful but not wet. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think I've done anything like that yet. Let's see. So for these straps, I really want to do this kind of khaki color. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that I leave that gray as my shade. Now I'm hoping I'm gonna thin this out that yellow will come through. It's not coming through. I'm going to mix a little bit of the, there we go. Mix a little bit of that ochre. I want that to be more yellowy. And then this will be more khaki gray. I guess that's supposed to be behind that. And these faces I want to be a little more on the white side. So I'm going to, oh, that's very blue. I'm going to leave those white for now. Now back here, we've got more lanterns. I'm going to take some of this ochre color. Because it's behind it, it's a little bit less intense. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, straight up yellow. Okay with that. A little bit more ochre back here. Let me know if you need me to move anything so you can see better. And then here's that khaki once more down here. A little bit blended up. Might not work at your scale. Yeah. Water effects and put little droplets. That's a good idea. Yeah. More gray, because there's not that much light back here. So I'm gonna make this darker. We're getting darker as we go down to the bottom. There's my blues, and I'm gonna put just a little bit of this purpley color back here as well. Because again, the purple is going to contrast. Ooh, that's pretty. That sort of mixed with that blue and made a nice dark gray. So, go back here with this. This is also going to be gray. Now there's lanterns all over the place down here, so I'm kind of trying to watch where is light going to fall on this cloth down here. Thank you, Jabberwock. Yeah, that purple is called African Shadow, and it's a scales color. And it does look really good with the yellow. It also looks good with this kind of ochre color as well. We're fading that up into this brighter yellow. Yeah, see how that looks? That looks good. It makes a good transition. See, wherever I've got some dark colors, I'm gonna throw that purple in there. A little bit. And then the yellow ochre highlight. And then a little bit of blue, because there's nothing back here, right? A bit of blue, little bit of purple. Oh, you know what? I love this. This blue and this purple make this rich, beautiful gray that I'm falling in love with. Because that's very nice. Put some more down here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like research that a little bit and find out a little bit more about wet effects. I think if I were trying to make something look wet, gloss is definitely going to be the way to go. Gloss, and like Silvernail said, maybe some water effects as well. Beautiful. Okay, so you can see how we chose a very limited palette, and we're using a lot of colors back here, but because we're using the same colors over and over again, we're not mixing new colors in. It's very harmonious. Here's that dark gray again up here, because there's like no light up here. I'm gonna pick that super dark gray that I want. A bit more of that purple also. I like that, and that will contrast again with these like straps and lightning bolts and everything. All that's gonna look really striking with it.
Down and right.
Sorry. There we go. Is that better? All right, and a little bit of ochre on there again with the wet blending. That ochre, nice, because it just turns gray when you blend it into everything. It's already desaturated. Nice. See how all the blends look? Very, very nice. Let's go up here. We've got the only light we have is coming from this lightning bolt up here. We're gonna go dark. A little bit of everything back here. I can't figure out. Okay, so he's got just more cloak back here, yeah. Now, rather than have light come from inside, I don't want that. I want it to be really dark. I want the light to be coming from this lantern only. So I need a dark color like decay black. I'm gonna use a little bit of that. Now black will flatten things out, so I'm gonna add some blue to it. I don't want it too black. I don't use pure black or pure white very often. See how? Look at the contrast. Okay. How?
Great contrast,
Michael. And then I'm going to use that same super dark color on these lanterns also. I want them to be they're going to be like a blue black as well. Alright, take the glasses off. Time to take the glasses off. Did you do the command? Good. It's bleeding a little bit because it's very thinned. That both Decay Black and the blue are the scale 75 fantasy colors, so they tend to be a lot more thin. So I gotta try to control my paint a little bit more. A little bit more black up here. And you'll see how this will pop out that OSO that much more. And you can see how I really didn't need to really paint too much with the lighter colors. Got that dark in there. And there's going to be light up there too. Now, anywhere where there's a shadow now, I need a really sharp contrast. I'm going back in and I'm kind of like trying to pull out those really dark points. So like up here, anywhere there's some folds up here. Big dark contrast, because I really want that to be accentuated. Whoa. You gotta follow? I just got paint in my glasses.
Somebody we're gonna ban.
Okay. Yeah, that's not cool. That's funny. Don't even try to come to my channel with a name like Gassing the Jews. It's not okay.
Or keep them.
Yep.
They want attention.
Okay.
Banhammer!
Yeah. There's been a lot of that kind of thing on the internet lately for people. I don't put up with it.
Me neither.
Alright. See, that's a very nice contrast. So it was what was an accident? Trust in lies? Is that what your name is? The effect was good, not difficult to control. You wouldn't practice it on throwaway stuff? Don't worry about it. You know what? Do not compare yourself to me, and that's why you're watching, right? To get tips, and you know, you can definitely do other things to your watcher now that you've seen stuff that I'm working on. And I'm far from. So let me just tell you also that when I did watercolor, one of my favorite things to paint, other than skin, was fabric. And so I kind of understand how fabric is, how it folds and how it's shaded. And so basically, one of the important things about fabric is when you want those creases, those are the really dark parts, right? And there's soft creases and there's light creases. So not every little fold is going to be super dark. Trying to get this little bit here. Okay. Now, as you see up here, right by right by this part, this is not going to be, because that light is going right into that crevice. And so that whole spot is going to get lightened up. Right? And I'm not loving any of this yellow, this sort of like different colored yellow. So I'm going to go back here with my ochre. Change it. Now it's more soft. I want soft glowing lights on mine, not Yours is totally different. It's arcane. It's more magical. Mine is soft lamplight is what I want. It's what I'm going for. All right, and the reason why I'm making so many blue shadows is because we're eventually, hopefully, I'm gonna come in here with some Heartfire. Heartfire is way more orangey. Look at this. I'm gonna attempt to warm up the glows. And again, we're doing it up in the corners, right? Because the heat is is the hottest part, and it's gonna have white. Go up here. So the corner is down in this spot. I'll put a little bit more white down here. And a lot more oranges up here. The orange and the blue are opposites on the color wheel as well, and so that I think I'm gonna like that better than the purple and yellow are not easy. So that is why I'm shifting now from to blue and grays. Attempting. I don't know quite if I'm doing what I want. What's in my head may not come out. I'm hoping it will, though. Okay, there's that glow. The orangey. Hopefully it looks better on camera than it looks to me. And up at the top here. Super glue for puddles. That's an interesting idea. I would use Vallejo still water, or Secret Weapons has a water effect as well. Definitely. There's a Secret Weapons actually is an easy one to get as well if you live in the US. But if you want, so you know what, still water, you could probably even pour it on the mini to make it look wet as well. It does look like water, and it does dry an awful lot like it as well. Woodland Scenics, yes, Woodland Scenics is awesome. Okay, so back here again with this orange. And it's a very yellowy orange, but it's orange. It's more warm than the original yellow that I've put down. I just needed that first yellow to start with. Okay, so those are really bright. We need to go in, and with this, like, I want that to be peachy. There we go. A little bit of ochre. Sometimes the peach is not wanting to blend with the blue-gray, so we go in with the ochre, and it seems to layer a little bit better on top. And over here. Now, it's getting to be too much. We need more gray back over here. Going back with my khaki again. Khaki and my browns. Okay, so that's... the whole time I'm just adjusting. See colors, and I'm like, oh, it needs more of this, it needs more of that. It's like the opposite of Bob Ross. It's like I don't really plan it. It's just coming out. Happy little stuff, right? Okay, now all of this up in here. That's gonna go peachy, actually. Better. Yay!
Useless Wizard is now following.
Hey, Useless Wizard, how's it going? We're gonna write down your name. Welcome. Painting a Watcher. And what did I say? We were gonna make this khaki color. I'm gonna get the khaki. And paint the sides of all of this little bits. And I still have not made a serious choice on what these weird little strappy things are gonna be. I think they're gonna end up being highlighted with some white, but I'm still not sure. Hey Green Monkey, how are you? What's been going on? See all of this back here, and it does contrast nice already with some of the grays. I'm gonna take a little bit of blue. I'm just gonna take my glasses off. I just am curious what happens when I do this. I'm not sure if I like it. I'm gonna use gray as well. Yeah, I think I lost it. White. Oh yeah, there we go. That's better. I'm gonna attempt to highlight up these little faces. I do want them to be more prominent. And oh, that's too much. Too much. I'm not sure. Go here with a little bit of this because that's going to have a little bit of light on it. Not too much. Yeah, I like that. Happy with that. And there's a little bit more we already did over here, so we need to get back here with the white. These faces are really nice and delicate, and so I don't want to lose them. See how pretty that is? And just a little bit of highlighting here.
Chaos Forge is saying hello.
Hey Chaos 4.
Forged.
Sorry. Should have said that. I know you. I'm deep in the thralls of painting right now. With my glasses off. So these whoever sculpted these little faces, they're just so nice. Let's see if I can get some more yellows up here. So I'm not loving the white just yet. I feel like there needs to be more. I might go lots of colors. We might do something really colorful up here. I don't know. With the Watcher, he's just... What is he? You know, he's like he's a mystery. Let's do some purples to contrast with all that yellow.
That was the X-Files theme.
That was the X-Files theme? That wasn't good.
Sad.
I know.
Here's my sad face.
You can see, thank you. Have you done any Kingdom Death before, Chaos Forged? And if so, have you painted a Watcher yet? There we go. That's nice. I like that. Oh, that's pretty. I'm really happy with the purple right there because it's kind of going off to the side and it's adding to the flavors. The flavors of the cloak. Go. No, Watcher, you started streaming a flower night. Nice. That's awesome. You need to post that up in the what's it called, the By Lanterns Light Facebook group, and let us know about it so we can all go and watch you. And just make sure that you get admin approval, because all Kickstarters and even my own posts have to have admin approval so we don't get too spammy with that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're definitely welcome to share. All right, more blues, more grays. I think I'm going to go more purple even to contrast more.
More contrast.
More contrast. That is the rule. More contrast is always the thing.
What's the group you were talking about?
By Lanterns Light. It's a.
Oh, I'll post it. I'll find it.
Yeah.
Post the link.
Mike's in the group, so he can post a link. Yeah, definitely. Anybody can join the group, and you can get to see a lot of people talk about Kingdom Death, the game. They talk about. I'm sorry, I'm going to take a sip of pop while I.
And bang the microphone a few times.
I'm going to bang the microphone a few times. With my hand. Don't be dirty.
I wasn't. Jeez.
Alright, here we go. We need some. I'm going to use a little bit of that black back here. A little bit.
Little bit.
And also, do not forget, the undersides of all these lanterns are going to be really, really dark because no light is getting there unless it's shining from below, like that one. Let's see. That's tricky, so there's light coming from that one. So we'll fade it a little bit. Use a little gray instead. And it'll still be lightened, but it'll be gray instead of black. Hey, BVC Gaming, thanks so much. Are you a Kingdom Death player? I am very much looking forward to playing this character. I don't know if we'll ever get to it, but alright, so again, light is coming up and being caught underneath, although there is some shadows, so it's gonna be tricky. We're gonna have to get both the shadows and light. We have to figure out where that is. Blend it. Blending. I like it too. Very pretty. I'm very much torn about his like face sash. I feel like I want all these little faces to be very much a focal point of some kind. I don't know how much, but I want them to stand out. Alright, let's talk about these little lightning bolt thingies. What do you guys think? I think blue is the way to go with those, but question is, let's see what happens when I mix that bright turquoisey. I'll just mix a little bit of white on the end of it. Yeah. Yes. That is exactly good. Now I want to pull that turquoise over here. That was what I think might have been missing. Yes. Not 100%. I might change it. I don't hate it, but I'm not. Move. But I'm one of those people that doesn't really love my stuff until it's like half done. Like really like half done. And I'm like, okay. All right, turquoise again on these little lightning bolt dealies. And again, this is the Hulda blue. And like I said, it's just like an ink, only ink. Both sides. You're trying to get into 40K learning to paint and stuff. That's awesome. Well, BVC Gaming, this is a channel where we do a lot of teaching. So if you have followed me or if you watch me, you'll know that. Do a lot of teaching. We help out. The whole chat gets in on it sometimes. I give out points for being helpful. Ooh, there we go. Boom. With the white. This is the schmanky. I'm just schmanky. Feels like lightning a little bit. I like it with the. Whew. Trying to hit these little, whatever they are. They're almost like little leaves. That's, oh, I'm really happy. Okay, what's next? There's another little tendril in here, but we gotta go dark first. Blue. This one's gonna be real dark. I can get all the way back there. And I don't think I'm gonna get this side or not. Ah! You guys see that? Try to get in there. Okay, now the white for the ends, because we're gonna. That's the part that's sort of lit up by itself and sort of by the lantern. I would say this color palette is real similar to a lot of people's palettes. If you go searching for the Watcher on the internet, you're gonna see a lot of similar stuff. Pretty similar. Oh no! I forgot this whole side. I get painting on one side and then I ignore the rest. This side. What minis would I recommend for someone looking into the hobby of eventually working toward Warhammer 40K? Well, if you're going to be painting with Warhammer 40K, a good brand would probably be the Citadel, because you're going to find so many more recipes. And I know, like, all the 40K stuff, a lot of the booklets come with, you know, like, use this color, use that color. And then also, like, when Duncan is painting, a lot of times he'll even, you know, he'll use Citadel colors and say, you know, so if you're going to paint 40K, that's the most common. If you want a more affordable brand of paint, try Vallejo Game Color. It's very similar. There's a lot of compatibility charts out there. Ooh, big cat hair. Oh my god. Meow. Meow. Here, wait. Cat hairs. There we go. There's some cat hair for you guys. Ooh, that's too much white. We're gonna get some turquoise on that. Go. There, that's better. Yes, there's another brand out there called War Colors that's supposed to be very beginner friendly and very, very affordable. And I think from what I've seen, the metallics are really nice in that as well. So I guess look up them. I know a lot of beginners that have tried them and like them a lot. And we're getting our little sparks of white. It's sort of like a controlled dry brushing way. Here we go. Yeah. Getting there. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish up doing more turquoise lights on that cloth because I think that I'm pretty happy with how it looks. A bit more blues. Okay, what I miss? Works are also good for cheap mobby infantry. Mobby. Yep. Look into Marines, Eldar, and Orcs. I personally like Eldar a lot, but I think they're not easy to paint. I mean, some of those, what do you call them? Harlequins. Those are not easy. But some of the other ones aren't too bad, though. All right. Like I said, see how I've been changing things as we go? I don't know what I think. I think we need more purples in some places now. See? It's gonna keep adding and messing. I love this over here. And now we need some over here. Yes. Yes. Now this is all dark and burlappy looking. With that. Am I talking too softly, Mike?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, sometimes I like have a moment of reverie. Let's go back with that khaki. It's gonna, basically what I'm trying to do is this sort of khaki sash, but then it kind of fades to blue in some spots.
One of your S now following.
One of your S, thank you so much for the follow. We're gonna write your name down here in a second here. Let's see. Yeah. Wait till I get all the dark areas down here. I'm gonna write down that name real quick. Where that, oh, there it is. Euenberes. Welcome. Hey, I like the monkey love. Cute.
SB is now following.
SB with an underscore. All right, back to this. Yeah, back to the khaki up here because we still need some just neutrals, but then we've got these interesting turquoises coming out every now and then. Luckily, the turquoise and the khaki looks nice together. I'm gonna just paint all of that. And what I've been doing is picking out the faces with the white. Look for Reaper to learn to paint bones on Amazon. Yeah. Actually, Reaper just had a big, get Reaper bones and do search for Reaper bones a lot because there's a lot of people there that just they haven't had a chance to paint their bones and never going to get around to it, so they went ahead and they've listed as a lot, and it's nice. You can get a good deal. Yes. All right, I see spots. I see spots that I need painting. All this up in here, right here, the shoulder. I totally didn't get any of his hood. I was like, looking at that, I was like, it looks so patchy. What's going on? Because I didn't paint it yet. Or I painted it too thinly, or not at all. Well, that's right. We're going to add some lighter up here because that's where some light was going to be hitting. Not too much though. And blend it in. Yes. Where do I get the figures for Kingdom Death? Basically for me, I got them through, well, I get them through the store and then also the Kickstarters. That's it. Pretty much the best place to get them because then you're going to pay the least amount. But right now they, ooh, that is not good. Wait. There we go. Smoothing it, smoothing it. Okay. I feel like this is all patchy down here. I need more peach. Go. Much better. Getting there? We had another follower.
GG Master 73. Not following.
Welcome, GG Master 73. I don't think I see it on my
73. GG Master 73. It's
okay.
repeat.
Oh, okay. It's gonna take a tiny bit of white and see what happens when I hit the very tops of some of these folds. That's not bad. I was feeling like there's still something missing. It's still feeling a little bit flat. Maybe the peach. Maybe a little bit with the white. Go. And I'm gonna have to go back in. Ooh, do not lick your brush. Don't clip that. Flat.
See?
No.
Actually, I don't know how to clip, so.
Oh, good. Haha. That was the schminky white. It's titanium white. It's totally toxic. Don't lick it, or your body will know. All right, I'm trying to hit some highlights. Feeling like I'm getting close, but not quite. Like close, but no cigar. Sort of like I said, a controlled dry brush. There, that's getting better. It's Becky.
Cleric Ito is not following.
Cleric Ito. I still didn't get the name of that one person. Let me write that one down first.
73 GG Master 73.
73 GG Master
73.
73. And then the other one was Cleric Ito. I see that one. Hello, Cleric. Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow, both of you guys. Both of you peoples. Okay, people have been talking about GW, Mike. Catch me up. I missed it. Hey, Glacier Eyes. Yep. Welcome to the Shoshie family. Now I see 73 GG Master. Basically,
they were saying paint cheaper stuff first when you learn into paint.
Yeah. It's good advice. Or just get your army and paint the hell out of it. Don't worry about, you know, how good it is, because you're gonna learn. I'm gonna read this again. I've read this before. I want to read it to you guys again. Hang on a second, let me find it. But I did a coaching with Weird Brush, because at the $24.99 level, if you subscribe to me, you get a half an hour of one-on-one coaching with me through Skype or what have you, or Google Chat. Anyway, so I sent him this little story, and I'm going to read it again because I think it's really important for people to hear. The ceramics teacher announced on opening day, when he was dividing the class into 2 groups. All those on the left side of the studio, he said, would be graded solely on the quantity of work they produced. All those on the right solely on its quality. His procedure was simple. On the final day of class, he would bring in his bathroom scales and weigh the work of the quantity group. 50 pounds of pots rated an A, 40 pounds a B, and so on. Those being graded on the quality, however, needed to produce only 1 pot, albeit a perfect one, to get an A. Well, the time came for grading, and a curious fact emerged. The works of the highest quality were all produced by the group being graded for quantity. So you get that? The ones who were doing the quantity got the higher quality work. Okay? It seems that while the quantity group was churning out piles of work and learning from their mistakes, the quality group had sat theorizing about perfection, and in the end, they had little more to show for their efforts than grandiose theories and a pile of dead clay. Okay? So this is what I want you to think about when you're painting. Finished, not perfect. In fact, I'm fussing over this guy when I just need to get him done. And thank you for reminding me. But yeah, you can go ahead and practice on cheaper models. But make sure that you focus on painting them. Just paint them. Don't focus on making those perfect. Just get them done. Focus on quantity at first.
Mini Addiction is now following.
Yay, Mini Addiction! Is that all one word?
Yep.
Am I staying on screen? We're getting low, aren't we? Mini Addiction. Spell ADDICT.
Yep. ION.
There we go. Sorry, Mini Addiction. I didn't mean to botch your name there. So yeah, practice and the paint will flow, and you're gonna have more fun. Just paint them. Just paint them. That's what I tell people. Get it done. Get it done. And that's what I'm gonna remind myself to do right now. Is just get things done. Because I need to have this watcher done. Not perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. So, doing all my little tricks, my little speed painting tricks. And that was the whole point, was I was going to be speed painting these. All of those armors that I did were going to be speed painted. This is sort of a dry brush. Learn to dry brush. That's a really good way to learn about where the highlights go. Now, don't use it as a crutch. It's going to look beginnery if you don't smooth it out eventually. But when you're first learning, there is absolutely nothing. Ooh, big cat hair. Woohoo! We need to count these.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's a drinking game. You guys would get so drunk with all the cat hair in this chat. All right. Lots of wet blending. Let me take my glasses off. We're gonna pick out all the little highlights on the faces again. So on the chin and on the forehead, we're leaving all of the crevices dark. Chin, cheeks, nose, and forehead is where my white is gonna be. And that's how we do. I need a smaller brush, but I Painting with a bigger brush, actually that's also another way to get stuff done fast. You paint with the big brush and then it's less tight, less fussy. This is a 2. This is a 2, guys. But do you see how sharp that point is? It doesn't matter that it's a 2. Because it's got a sharp point, and that's what really matters. Speaking of getting this done, how are we for time? Am I going to be able to get him done in time?
About 10 minutes.
Ooh, I'm doing good. Much more done than I expected, actually. And depending on how much is left, we might probably... Well, I don't know if there's going to be enough of him left to do a part 2 or not. Might be done enough. See how I'm doing this? This is like, I don't remember what this, feathering. That's what that's called, feathering. I'm feathering with the brush, and I'm just hitting all the little... It's kind of like dry brushing, it's a little different. I'm hitting all those edges. And then we get some more little hot spots here on these little... I don't know what they are. They're like little leaves or something on the lightning. And just a little bit of light right here. Again, the white is going to cause a focus, right? We want the focus to be over here, not down here. And so the more little hotspot whites areas, the better. All right, let's go do the lanterns, because I think that is one of the last things I'm going to need. I'm going to need a small brush. This is a 1. I think I need a smaller brush. All right, here, this is a 1, but it's in the miniature series. See that? Miniature series? There's a big difference between the bristles. Normally, I would suggest don't buy the miniature series, but sometimes it's nice to have a shorter bristle. It's just going to behave very differently. But, you know, get a little bit of both. Alright, so what was I going to do? I was going to do the black on... Where's my decay black? There it is, right there. And I'm going to mix it with some Hulda blue. What? It dried. Hulda blue. Here we go. This is this beautiful color. Beautiful turquoise. Almost like an ink. Ah! The schmutz. And I'm going to go ahead and hit all of my little lanterns with this black color. And all of the little edges of the lanterns, because I want those to be basically backlit. And so those are going to be dark. Now you see why I gotta have my glasses off now. I'm going to switch to a different black because for some reason my decay black is too thin and it's not adhering. Here we go. Flat black. This is scale color also. Okay, let's try this. This might work better because it's not gonna... Yeah, that's much better. Holy cow, that's much better. And also I don't really want a shiny black. I want it to absorb all that color. I want it to flatten out. Put some in there. See those little cracks. That looks pretty cool too. And down here, I may eventually make these like metal, like a dark metal. Like deathless metal is really nice. But for now I want it to be black. But what I would do is I would use the metal only in the spots where the light actually shines on the lantern. Oh, that's the wrong black. It wasn't sticking. Let me know if anybody's saying anything, Mike, since I got my glasses off. I'm not looking at chat.
Will you do a tutorial of how you painted a face with an airbrush? Salamanca?
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 I think I can, but I don't have anything. I'll have to get it out when I do my funeral witch. And I don't know when I'm going to have... Ooh, you know what I just found? 1 second. Found a mold line of my own. Oh no, the blade just fell out. I'll have to fix it later. Oh well, paint it now. Salamanca, let's see. So Salamanca's a commission, but she's already done, so I can't demo on her anymore. But my funeral witch is probably the next one I'll probably do that on. And yeah, I'm trying to think. I can demo how I did the face on her, but I just don't know when that's gonna be. It might not be till like November, December. I have a lot of commissions for November. Do I have a lot of... No, I don't. No, actually, I think I might have more time in November, so that might actually be a good time. Yeah. We'll try it. We'll try it. The funeral witch is going to be probably more of a competition piece for me. So I wasn't sure if I was going to paint her on stream, but I think I could easily do a face demo. And we'll just paint the face and then something else as well. So we have more than one thing. That's a good idea. Who suggested that? Mike?
That was Glacier Eyes.
Ah, okay. And you give Glacier Eyes 5 points for making that suggestion. That's good. That's a really good idea. Anytime people make helpful suggestions for the stream or give me ideas to, you know, on what to paint, I like to reward you with a little chat currency. Oh, there we go. Look at how nice that S curve looks. I'm painting that with the side of my brush. I'm getting a little bit on the edges, but I can go back and fix some of that. But again, we're not trying to be super perfect. And all of this. I don't know what color to make those ribbons. Maybe a dark purple or maroon. I kind of like the red idea, but it doesn't go with my palette, so I think I'd have to shift it more of the purple. See how that looks? Much time?
Less than 5.
Okay, we're getting close.
Superman.
Can you talk tonight?
Superman9 says, "Hey, 3 a.m. over here and having trouble sleeping, so I'm gonna hang out here for a while." Good, by the way.
Awesome. Thanks so much and welcome. Too bad you can't sleep. That sucks. I've definitely had those kinds of nights. there have been times where I can't sleep so much that I just get up and paint. And then I stay up and I talk to my Australians. Speaking of Australians, it's about time that we have another oceanic time zone stream. I don't know when yet, but I gotta work it out and find out when the best time to have it would be. All right. Should have painted these first because they're such a pain in the butt. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't have the patience to paint these on stream. I'm like, get it done, but then I'm messing up all over the place. It's good to see me mess up though, because then you know that, you know, pros mess up too all the time, and then we gotta fix it. I just try not to make mistakes because that usually costs me money. All right. I'm gonna paint these black for now because I want them to be black. I'm gonna go, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go purple with them. Do dark purple. Yeah, that sort of works, sort of. It doesn't, it's not killing me. I feel like I could throw this down on the table and be pretty happy with them. I think that I'm gonna go back with...
Hey, you're banging the microphone.
I'm sorry. Deathless metal. This is that metal that I told you guys. I love it. Ooh, it needs mixing. Deathless metal is by P3. It's like my favorite brown black, and I use it constantly now because I love it. I'm gonna throw this because it is very harmonious with this palette. Look at this. Boom. Might actually do all of my like little glints of metal on my lanterns with this. That's pretty. I like that. Do this over here. But I don't know if you caught that. So some of it is mostly black, but we've got a little bit of this Deathless metal as a highlight. Ah.
Nikki just hosted with 22 people.
Whoa, Nikki!
Right before the end.
I
of the
know,
stream.
we were about to leave. But thank you so much, Nikki Coles. Nikki Coles here, guys. If you have not followed her, she does a stream with her husband, and that's 86 Scott. And they're really fun to watch as well. Painting a lot of Warhammer over there. Yeah, but then we usually stream at the same time, so then we're always hosting each other, which is funny because like then we usually end at the same times too. Thank you so much. And also very, very, very soon, we're not exactly sure the exact date yet, but Nikki Coles, Electric Eve, and I are going to be doing a special lady stream where we are going to be all painting the same model. And it's going to be a Warhammer model. Especially because those girls are ace at Warhammer. So I would definitely keep tuned, follow us. Make sure that you're watching because we're going to do some major giveaways with those models that we're all painting the same one. You could end up winning all three, possibly. Ooh, I love that. Look at that beautiful deathless metal. It's just the right amount. No.
That's death metal.
Is it? Oh. No, stop. Stop. So funny. I'm just painting these little rings now. Alright. There's a lot more that needs to be painted. I don't know if we're going to do a part 2. I think we might do a part 2 on this, and you guys will get to see me finish this up. I think there's lots of little ticky details that need to be painted. And I'm sorry for all of you beautiful Nikki Coles people who just showed up. I'm sorry that I got to get going. But, yeah, Yeah, let's see who else is going to be. Yeah, I know. Whatever that metal, it's deathless metal. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. I just can't say enough beautiful things about this. Look at this.
I think she was talking about my metal. But I'm not
sure. I don't think so. Yeah. You know? I disbelieve.
You failed to save.
Yeah. All right, let's see who is on tonight. Obviously, Scott and Nikki are off. Let's see. Let's see. Aaron J. Bang is on. I haven't hosted him before.
When are you going to paint this one again?
So we'll probably work on this one Friday if I'm going to work on him. And so that will be Friday from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time or Central Daylight Time. I'm not sure if it's
Chicago time.
Chicago time, yes. CMT or GMT -5 is how we go. So, all right, I'm gonna host Aaron J. Bang. Here's my watcher with the schmutz. Let's see. Aaron, there we go. All right, guys, I hope to see you again. And thank you so much for following and for watching. And we'll see you Friday from 2:30 to 4:30. Bye-bye.
Bye.